Hi everyone, I am Sofia Gisando, a grade 11 STEM student from Emilio Jacinto National High School. And for today's vlog, I'll be discussing to you the roles of media in our society and how to be a good prosumers or producers and consumers of media. But before that, let me define the word media. So, media is the medium that we use for communication or storing and sharing information to others. For example, newspaper, television, radio, and the social media platforms that we use. So that's all. And now let us proceed to the roles of media in our society. Number one, the role of media is to inform. So it informs the people on what is happening around them, and also it answers the questions what, where, why, when, and how a situation happened. So the example of this is sharing information about COVID-19 pandemic in the news, like 24 Horas. So they tell the COVID-19 updates or the number of cases of COVID-19 here in the Philippines and how to prevent COVID-19. So that is one of the examples. One other example for media as a medium for sharing information and getting information is reading an article from social media or different websites, just like what I'm doing right now. So right now I am reading the mobile app seeks to hasten voter registration in COMELEC offices. So I am reading this because I am interested and planning to register for the upcoming election, which is 2022 elections. So now I am now informed how to register. So yeah, next, number 2. The role of media is to have a platform for various group in our society. So the people or the producers of this kind of media needs to be objective, needs to be diverse and unbiased. So the example of this is LGBTQIA plus community, since their community needs to be heard, and they also need equality since they are most of them are experiencing discrimination. And also one of the examples of this is posting posters or infographics about mental health, just like what our student government did. So yeah. Number 3, the role of media is to educate people. People want to know the significance of events, how policies and regulations will affect their lives, etc. The media should not just throw the information at people, but assist them in understanding and comprehending what it is that they are hearing or seeing. Just for example of this is here. I am watching a video from Rapper's Facebook page about the Universal Healthcare Law, and after watching this, I learned how Universal Healthcare Law works, and what are the things that they need to do in order for it to be improved. Number 4, the role of media is to advocate. The media is a marketplace of ideas, so they should hear, broadcast, and promote different viewpoints from different parties, whether it be social groups, political parties, religious organizations, etc. However, the media has to be careful when playing this role. Using politics as an example, they can either publish views of many political parties and advocate them to the public, or they can persuade people to vote for a particular party. Clearly, the latter is much more subjective and biased than the first. Number 5, the role of media is to entertain people. It is to make ourselves relaxed and to feel happiness, just like watching TV with our family or watching movies with our friends and on the internet. And also one of the examples of this is watching vlogs, watching anime, just like what I always do, and also TikTok, which is so addicting. And yes, and aside from that, media can be also a medium to share your creativity. That's why it is also considered as media.
media in entertaining form. So that's all. And next, number 6. Last but not the least, media or the role of media is to make people socialize with one another, just like what we always do through our Facebook Messenger, Facebook, mentioning, tagging, sharing, commenting, um, reacting to post, and also to Viber, Telegram, and socialization in media is not just for social media but also to televisions and movies like that. So televisions have shaped the attitude and behavior of people. The portrayal of different characters in the movies and shows have greatly affected the behavior and culture of the people that affects family and many more. Now, since we are done discussing the roles of media in our society, now let's move on to the proper etiquettes or proper ways to be a responsible consumer and producer of media. For being a responsible producer of media, first you have to know your rights. Okay, so you have to apply for copyright laws, and yes, so that your creations, or your content will be protected, and also make sure that the content you produce is true. If it is a news, if you're spreading information, make sure it is true and unbiased. So those are the things that you need to consider in order for you to be a responsible producer of media. On the other hand, for you to be a responsible consumer of media, you have to check first your sources or the reference of the articles or the infographics, videos that you watch or read, because there's a lot of fake news there and you have to double check. And next, you also have to practice proper etiquettes to avoid copyright issues. It's very important since we have to prevent plagiarism and copying contents or original contents. So here are some proper etiquettes I've searched online. So first, we have received permission. Asking for permission to the original creator is a must. And next, use images from public domain. So did you know that there are sites that have no copyright restrictions? So there are sites that you can use for that. And then give credit. So you should also give credit if you share an original content that is not yours. And next, review ownership rights on social media pages. So you have to check it. So you can see if it is allowed to get his or her content. And next, consider buying content. And also, you have to consider being respectful as a media consumer, because you're not just the only one who uses media, especially social media. Okay, so you have to avoid bullying, and you really have to start respecting others for their own opinions, thoughts, traditions, beliefs. And yeah, because nowadays bullying is being normalized in so many ways and forms. People are bullying in social media. So all of us have to be responsible and sensitive with other media users. So yeah, now we are done discussing our topic for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Again, I am Sofia Gisando, grade 11 STEM student from Emilio's International High School, and I hope that you learned a lot from our today's discussion. So yeah, thank you and goodbye.